All right, guys. We don't have any idea why the internet keeps dumping out. There is no excuse for it. We've tried to start this thing 3 times. We're just going to go here. We got about 5 minutes of practice left. A rare Sunday night show. Going to try to get the season finale of this series in. And apparently, there was a sign from above that said, "Don't do this." I don't know why. Our internet decided it was going to puke on us today. Has been fine. Streamed the show last night. No problems. But today, nothing wants to stay connected. So now we're making sure that everything that's connected to the internet is turned off in the studio, except for this machine. Get all these guys out here. Get them cutting some laps. Final race of the season. The test season coming to a close. They tried some different things during this season in this series. If you've followed it at all, you know that there have been a couple of different formats for this series. And that the drivers have taken to the format, the new format, quite well. Season 2's in the works. It'll be kicking off after the first of the year, probably 2 or 3 weeks. They'll take a break and get things pumped up and ready to go again. Hello, Deb. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we can stay connected. We have no idea what is going on, so we're going to go delete the other 2 once we get done here. The other 2 attempts to get it started. Hopefully we stay with it. I don't know. Getting down to the end of it, the guys will have a qualifying session, and then driver's meeting will happen after that, and then they will get ready to go. The internet issues right now, we're going to say that we're going to pause post-race interviews because we don't want to be in the middle of interviews and have things cut off. But if we cut off too many times, we'll just have to try to redo this from a replay later in the week. We did not get the Kentucky race in. Kind of ran out of time. We were lucky to get the Midwest race in this week. $14 drivers. We have 5 winners in the first 9 races of this series. Maybe we can get a 6th here tonight. Last week, Matt Robinson at Kentucky in his debut in the series picked up the win. So he's back to see if he can go back-to-back. Seth Wansing has wins. Adam Vinny has wins. Adam Vinny has 4 wins. Seth Wansing has 2. Right now, Adam Vinny leads the points by about 70 over Garrett Boyd. Hello, Mr. Bill. Let's see how long we got left. Can't be long left in this session. Yeah, 30 seconds. Then the drivers will qualify. Only 14 drivers tonight close the season out. Little smaller field than was expected. But it's Sunday night. It's football season. They're getting down to the end of the season, and every game's important, and a lot of guys are watching football, I'm sure. So we'll clear the racetrack, get ready for qualifying, get these guys into the driver's meeting after that. Once that driver's meeting concludes, we will finish up the season. See who rolls out for the qualifying. There's no top four that are going to the back. Adam Vinny, Garrett Boyd, Reed Rundle, Mike Forstner. All going to move to the back of this field. Has not seemed to slow any of those guys down just yet. They've all made their way back into the top 4 or 5 every week in that. So here's one of our winners rolling out right here. 7 truck of Austin DeMore. He won at Bristol. Had a great race that night at Bristol a couple weeks ago. First truck to make it onto the time clock for qualifying. So we'll watch his first lap, and then we'll jump around a little bit. Going to go watch the 05 truck here in a moment. Another winner in the series. First time by for Mr. DeMore. And he's quickest, 33.45. Boyd, second quick. Lawrence Spalding. All completed laps. Here comes Jay Schaff. He's fifth quick on lap 1. Matt Robinson, 33.18. He best Larry Moody's bid for quick time. Reed Rundle up to third quick now. Seth Lansing was 7th quick on his first lap. Here comes Mr. Forstner. And Mike Forstner, 10th quick. Does not change. Reed Rundle on his second lap. Should slow down on your second lap here, typically. And everybody so far has. Adam Vinny is rolling out here. He hasn't even got off pit road just yet. Scott Thomason, 1 lap in. He's 12th quick. Here comes Scotty King. Tiny Dancer's rolling out as well. Scott Thomason went up to 10th quick. 33.54, and he was quick on lap number 2. Scott King getting some heat in the tires. Last 2 qualifiers on the track. Hello, Miss Jane. And then the drivers will have their drivers meeting, and they'll get ready. Scott King, 33.86, 36.34 for Adam Vinny. He's going to shut it down, take it in. 33.74, but King doesn't move up the board at all. So Matt Robinson, last week's winner, picks up the pole here tonight. Larry Moody second quick. Reed Rundle, Austin DeMore in the top four. So these drivers will have their drivers meeting now. And then they will get ready to advance and take off on the session. Tomorrow night, DSRL Monday Night Thunder, 410 wing sprint cars. Last 410 race for them for 2025. They'll have a 360 race to close the entire season out next week. And that will wrap up the 2025 campaign for Dirt Slingers Racing. Then it'll be a couple of weeks off, and I think the boys will all be coming back in 2026, right around the second week of January, maybe the third week. No dates have been announced yet, but I have seen a peek at schedules. They are not set in stone. Some tweaks may be being made there, but I know it is all being worked on. The trucks are coming back for sure, and it looks like a B series is coming as well with the what is going to be O'Reilly Auto Parts NASCAR race cars, former Busch series cars. Well, that's why I sat out, Scott. I wanted to give you opportunity. That and the fact that I didn't update that computer, so the fact that I have a massive headache is not it's not as much of a factor as not updating the race computer. So, streaming computer updated. Thank God. Because I was ready to pull my own hair out for that. But, beside the point. Give them a good driver's meeting. Remind them of all the little thises and that's, buddy. Also remind them to at least park for a picture at the end of the night. Josh Whiteman. Well, you're not here tonight either. That's unfortunate. Well, we're just waiting for him to get through the driver's meeting, folks. Oh. It has been a very long, what I'm going to call feeling like over a week since Wednesday. It's just been go, 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 go. I can't wait for the Christmas season to be gone, gone, gone. Either way, these boys are going to put on a great show to finish the season. I believe they will have a couple of pit stops here. But they only get one extra set of tires. What they qualified on plus their extra set. So Forstner and Rundle will be the first two to move to the back when we roll off from the grid, and then Boyd and Vinny. Rundle qualified third. Forstner 12th. Boyd 6th. And Vinny will already be close enough to the back. Yeah, well, Mine too, but it seems like it goes in stretches of weeks and not just, every once in a while. It'll go 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then we'll be slow enough that I get a whole lot of stuff caught up that fell behind in those 5 weeks here. But then I turn right around and it happens again. And working out of town is a major disruptor to all of my home stuff. So yeah, I try to stay away from as many people as possible. I only go near, those that I have to. And it's not even that. I just have a headache. And I don't know what it's from. I think my sinuses may be a little infected from breathing a bunch of bad dust in. Drivers starting to grid out. It's going to be Matt Robinson and Larry Moody on the front road. Reed Rundle and Austin DeMoore scheduled for row number 2. You got the 30 and the 73 in row 1, 43 and the 07 in row 2. The 3 of Jay Schaff and the 21 of Garrett Boyd. Row number 3, Doyle Arantz, the 88. Seth Wansing, he's in the 07. It says 05 on here. He's in the 07. Kevin Spaulding in the 25. Scott Thomason in the 8 car. That's your 5th row. Dean Gagliano in row 6 in the 38. Next to Mike Forstner in the 69. And then Scott King in the 18. Adam Vinny in the 64 out back. We're going to shift some drivers to the back. Still got 14 cars, but you're going to see Reed Rundle, Garrett Boyd, and Mike Forstner all slide back a little ways here when we get ready to roll things off. So be a slight shift in the lineup, but it won't be nothing major, I'm sure. It's funny. I don't really speak enough Spanish to understand that whole thing there, Miss Gomez. But please don't spam my chat. Roll them off. That's what the command is. Let's get them going. Already got drivers pulling out of line, getting ready to go to the back. Let's get a good look here at that 30 truck of Mr. Matt Robinson. Picked up the win last week at Kentucky in his series debut. The 88 of Mr. Doyle Lowrance. There's old Scotty T in the 8 truck up high there. And the Arkham Brewing, number 25 of Kevin Spaulding. The only truck I don't see, Seth Wansing. I swear I saw that truck on the grid. I don't know why he's in the pit. And we're green flag racing the season finale. 60 laps at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Fitz'z Auto Services Sunday Night Truck Series. The Digital Sim Racing League and Robinson to the point. Larry Mooney a little loose in 1 and 2 in front of Jay Schaff. Schaff able to get out of the way and make a move around the 73 truck. Dean Gagliano going to go to the very bottom. He'll shoot that 38 machine past Moody. So caution in behind. Well. Oh boy. Guys, we got to rewind this a little. Unfortunately, I didn't see this happen live. Oh, Reed Rundle hooked a little there. Got in the right rear. Really didn't do anything. He was just trying to get by a slower truck. And so Rundle's night's going to come to a quick halt. To close out the season, unfortunately, for Mr. Reed. Didn't really see anyone there do anything wrong. Just unfortunate placement at the wrong time for Reed Rundle. And imagine if we go back further in that sequence, what we'll see is we'll see the 73 get loose on the bottom. Everyone behind him kind of started checking up, shifting around, and moving. And I think the 8 was one of those trucks because he was right in that vicinity when that whole thing started. And he just wasn't completely back up to speed. And it looked like he was almost 4 wide right there. And it gets tight quarters racing when you do that. So Wansing did not fall 2 laps down like it showed, which was crazy to me anyway. The caution saves him from going laps down, I think, because he's going to get held for about 18 seconds once the green flag drops, and then he can roll out. And he had cleared that cone on pit road about the time that caution did come out. So he'll be at the tail end of the field, he and Garrett Boyd, and I want to see. Boyd got a little of that. I don't think he got a massive amount. It doesn't look like the 21 truck is hurt very badly. Scott Thomason, he might have been a little scuffed up on the right side there. Hard to tell. We'll get back up here with Forstner and Vinny and company. But I think Mr. Rundle's night is over. I saw the right front get broken, suspension, and the right front fender come off of that truck in that exchange. It looks like we're about ready to go back to green flag racing. Still about 66 laps or 56 laps to go, excuse me. Pace car will duck on off.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag in the air once again. So we didn't even get the tires completely up to temperature the last time. We'll see how that goes for these guys this time. Looks like everybody's got it a little more under control. Robinson, Schaff, Spalding, Lawrence. That's your top 4. Gagliano and DeMore side by side for 5th right now. Vinny in 7th, Moody, Forstner, and Wansing. Seth Wansing a little loose getting into turn 3 there. He's got Garrett Boyd up the high side chasing him down. That's 11th. Then Scott King and Scott Thomason. Scott and Scott at the back. Get back close to the front. Action's starting to heat up just a little bit. Jay Schaff. In tow of the 30 of Robinson. I think Dean Gagliano is going after DeMore again, and Adam Vinny said, well, let's make it a 3-wide party. Gagliano loses both spots. Demore and Vinny get by him. Larry Moody tucked right in behind that. Not a lot of action thus far. Just kind of been a little follow the leader. Back in the middle of the pack, we've seen a pass here, a pass there. Adam Vinny going around. Demore trying to anyway, but Demore staying tough. Keeping it wound up on the high side now. He's going to get the slide job across his nose. Quickest in qualifying, has led every lap thus far. The runaway winner from last week, Robinson, making a statement. Season 2, I have to watch the 30 truck. Kevin Spaulding strong here tonight at Miami Homestead. Staying right in touch with these leaders up front. Doyle Lawrence. It's a little bit of a breakaway, not much. It's about 0.8 of a second. Make it 0.9 of a second. Adam Vinny back in the 5th spot. He's right in front of Austin Demore, and they got around Gagliano and opened up about 10 car lengths. Make it 12 now out of turn 2. Here comes a move. Boyd working on Forstner. $13 laps in the book this time. I thought I saw a little four-wheel drift out of the 88 truck right there. Watching Austin Demore and Adam Vinny 5th and 6th right now. Larry Moody and Dean Gagliano got a little close together, and I thought Moody might make a move. He just can't get a clean line. Try to make that run through the corners. Garrett Boyd did get around Forstner, and now he's starting to reel those two in front of him in just a little bit every lap. About halfway through a fuel run. We're going to be 25% of the way through. This race here tonight, as Jay Schaff went from 2nd to 4th. Had a little mishap there. Got the truck a little out of shape. And he's going to give up spots to Kevin Spaulding and Doyle Lawrence. Man, I swear I see the 88 truck just drifting a little coming out of turn 4. Kind of a weird look. The way that truck rides coming up out of turn number 4. Everybody looking for a little clean air right now. Wiggle out of the 30 of Robinson, but it was a very brief wiggle. He only lost a couple of truck lengths to Kevin Spaulding right there. Let's go back. Seth Wansing now in 10th. He got around Mike Forstner coming up the backstretch this past time. Saw that blue truck pull out of line back there. We are closing in on a third of the way in this thing. Had the quick caution early. These guys have gotten spread out, and they're running pretty clean right now. A lot of air between trucks at the moment. We're going to go back here because this is a bit of a hornet's nest now. Gagliano, Boyd, and Moody. And Boyd got around Moody through 1 and 2. Now trying to get a run on the 38. And he'll do it up the front stretch, back into 1 and 2. Seems to be his place to pass. He'll clear Dean Gagliano right there and put him up to 7th. As now it's Kevin Spaulding falling back just a little bit. He was up to about 4 or 5 car lengths, and now he's back to almost half a second behind Matt Robinson. Doyle Lawrence and Jay Schaff look like they're going to get back into a battle. Adam Vinny is there putting pressure, and it's time to go for the driver of the 14 truck. Lawrence on the high side. As the tires get older, you like to be out there a little bit higher at both ends of the speedway. Let you keep your momentum. It's a little easier on those tires as well. You just have to deal with side-by-sides in the straightaways. And now Schaff gets a pretty good exit run, and he'll take over the spot. Vinny's going to go straight to attack mode. He'll go after Lawrence with the momentum broken just a little bit here. All of this is a couple of seconds behind your leader. And now Adam Vinny will get around Doyle Lawrence and move himself up to the 5th spot. Lawrence is now 6th. A little bit back from him. DeMoore is trying to reel him in. There is Garrett Boyd. Gagliano. Wansing is going by him. And Wansing's doing it on the outside. Way up to the fence. He's running the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kyle Larson line. And he's getting that momentum. He'll pick the spot off. Gagliano back to 9th. Larry Moody still in the top 10. Then Forstner and Thomason. And Scott King has been to the pits, and he is a lap down. Robinson is a full second ahead of Kevin Spaulding. Jay Schaff is about a second behind that, and Schaff has got all kinds of company, and if he keeps sliding the rear end, that company is going to kick the door in and be past him pretty quickly. Side by side they go for 3rd, and side by side they are no longer. Move the 64 truck up. Kevin Spaulding peeled it off. He's going to go to pit road. So the first of the leaders now in. And we'll see what kind of pit stop he puts in. 2 tires, 4 tires, fuel only. What's he going to do? Looked to me like he missed his pit stall. Maybe not. Maybe it was fuel only. Matt Robinson now on pit road. So a few laps shy of halfway, and we'll see what kind of pit stop he's going to put in. We're going to go watch. Your new leader started 14th when we dropped the green. And he's coming in. So is Jay Schaff right behind him. That'll turn the lead over to Wansing because everybody else is pretty much on pit road now. They all came in together. Garrett Boyd just now rolling back out. Seth Wansing pitted on that first caution after the first couple of laps, so he's going to have a couple of extra laps of fuel. Will it get him to halfway? I don't think he can get there the rest of the way. I think he's still going to have to make a stop. He's just praying that somebody makes a mistake coming out of pit road and he can trap some guys a lap down. I think he's coming this time. He dropped out of the way. And he is not coming. He is going to go one more. Forstner dips off. He goes to pit road. Scott Thomason looks like he is running low down the backstretch. We're going to bring that number 8 Toyota in. So Robinson in and out. And once Wansing pits, he'll have the lead, and he will be 5 seconds ahead of Adam Vinny. Adam Vinny barely ahead of Kevin Spaulding. Those two almost running nose to tail out here. They're just a handful of truck lengths between them. Boyd is up to 4th. Wansing is on pit road. So Robinson reassumes the lead. I have to think these guys have one more pit stop. How will they do that? They ran as far as they could. Some took tires, some did not. But it is 5.6 seconds from Robinson to Vinny. Boyd got around Spaulding. And he is about 0.6 of a second behind Adam Vinny. You can see right there. Garrett Boyd is closing in. Would like to pick up a win this season before we close things out. So Garrett Boyd working the high side. He is going to go around Adam Vinny and put himself second. 5.7 seconds behind Matt Robinson. Lap truck. Scotty Thomason. Now in the mix. Spaulding is still 4th, but Jay Schaff is right there. Side by side. for that 4th spot. But Matt Robinson, he's got it all going his way. Now the gap is closing. It's down to 5.1 seconds. Boyd is reeling him in. Lap times have dropped off over a second since we started the race. I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Vinny wasn't trying to get this on fuel mileage, because he is running a very, very slow pace. He is letting guys go. He may be trying to save as much fuel as possible. Let's see if he can steal a win here at the end of the season. His lap times are considerably slower than anyone else on the track right now, except for Dean Gagliano, Mike Forstner. Those boys may be trying to save fuel to get to the end. Robinson and company are just running it down. Garrett Boyd is for sure running it down. He is ripping off lap times that are nearly a second faster than anyone else, including our leader. I mean, he's over almost a half second. It's like 0.47 seconds faster. He's going to run it hard and make a splash and go, a 5 or 6 lap splash and go. See some drivers on pit road coming off now. Spalding out there. He went in and got a splash and go to get to the end. He's going to hope some guys run out or we don't catch a caution, because he's going to be lapped down. Garrett Boyd still fast out on the racetrack, but Jay Schaff, the fastest truck by far out there right now. So he definitely has the mentality that he is just going to run it hard, make his splash and go, and try to come back out. There's no chance he can make it on fuel. Wasn't set up that way. Hello, Beards. Matt Robinson, 2.5 seconds ahead of Jay Schaff now. That was a 7-second gap after pit stops. That time Schaff, 0.8 of a second. So he's reeling in the leader, but I think he's going to have to make another pit stop. Boyd third, 3.5. Adam Vinny, fuel saving mode. Back here in fourth, still running those mid to high 35-second laps. I think he's trying to save fuel so that he maybe can make it to the... Oh, he is not saving fuel. And now he's going to come in. I think he saved tires maybe. We're going to watch him. We're going to see if he gets 4 tires here. Now he's going to go try to make use of new tires probably. I didn't consider that he didn't change his tires. Yeah, he didn't have new tires. So he's going to fill it up. He's going to drop it off the jack. And now he is going to get back out there. Gagliano on the same strategy as that. Jay Schaff use that strategy, and he's in his pit stall now. He's just sitting. I'm wondering if maybe he might not have a penalty coming in. Matt Robinson in and out off of his second stop already. Garrett Boyd still needs to pit, and he's trying to build a big old lead here. Larry Moody is in. That means there's 3 trucks left on the lead lap. Boyd, Lawrence, and Wansing. There comes Jay Schaff, and Schaff, 2 laps down. I guarantee you he had a penalty. Probably speeding at the entry. There comes Robinson to unlap himself. So we're waiting to see, when will the 21 pit? Will the 21 pit? There goes the 14 of Jay Schaff. He's 13th. He was running second when he came in the pits. I know for certain that he got a penalty. He had to, because he sat there idle too long. Nothing happening around that truck. Wansing now, passing Lawrence down here in 3 and 4. This is all right in front of Adam Vinny. Vinny on fresh tires. Well, Jane, you get to feeling better. Come see us again on Wednesday night. Garrett Boyd on pit road. Slides the truck onto pit road. Now I got to see, was he speeding? Because that looked a little close. All the way down at 45 miles per hour into his box. He's taking a left side tire, so he took 2 on the first stop, taking his other 2 here, and away he goes. So he may have some fresh, he may have something for these guys. Out he goes. Where is Robinson? Robinson's going to go by him right here. So Robinson's going to get back out there 2-3 seconds. I don't know if Wansing has enough fuel for 13 more laps. Make it 13 and a half. Stayed out longer than anybody on the first run, but only by a couple of laps, and that was still going to put him about 4 to 6 laps short. So we'll see. Lawrence is kind of doing the same thing here. There's Austin Damore. Damore going around the second place truck. Now he's got 2 seconds to put himself back on the lead lap. Robinson is third, and he is clipping off laps in the mid-33s, and Wansing's in the 35s. 12 to go. Looks like Forstner is going to go by. Let's go back here. Garrett Boyd and Matt Robinson. Let's see. Let's get a marker here. There we are up on the front stretch, and there is Garrett Boyd, who was chasing down Robinson on the last run. Had left side tires left for that 21 truck. Doyle Lawrence to the pits. Whoa, sideways getting down off the racetrack. And Mr. Lawrence running down the left side of pit road for us. That is a no-no in this league. case you wonder about that statement, the rule is you have to go down pit road all the way on the right-hand side, as far right as you can go, till 2 stalls before your pit stall. And then when you come out, you have to go all the way back to the right-hand side, 2 stalls after your pit stall. So some of these drivers just don't understand the rules, and they'll end up paying for that, especially next season where that's going to be an elevated penalty. A willful violation of the written rule. There's your leader, Seth Wansing. 15 seconds ahead with what's going to be 9 to go. Can he make 9 more laps? Let's go on board with our leader. He is clutching it through the corners. It does save you fuel, but he needed to probably be doing that the entire run to save. Yeah, he's 1.2 seconds a lap slower. Now, 1.2, that's going to be close. Robinson's going to be able to get there. Seven to go this time. Watson going to try to win it on old school fuel strategy. $35.40 to a $34.28. Adam Vinny's the next quickest truck. Six to go, and Robinson, Boyd, Spalding, and Vinny. Seth Wansing trying to stretch. Can he get 5 more laps out of that 07 truck? Wave lap this time by for him. He is still clutching it in the corners. Ran a good race at Phoenix to pick up a win. Well, that truck just goes silent when he goes off in the corners. It's 9.4 seconds with 4 laps to go. Adam Vinny got around Garrett Boyd into 4th. It's down to 8.5, 8.4. Robinson is really trying to pour the coals on now. He is just so far behind Wansing. Wansing makes it to the checkers. I don't think Robinson has a chance. Wansing has enough fuel to get there. Three laps to go. Does he have 3 laps of fuel? Engine's still firing. On the clutch again. It's down to 7 seconds with just about 2 laps to go. Boyd's about 8 seconds behind Robinson and about 1.6 seconds ahead of Adam Vinny. And that could close up pretty quick. It's got to make up a lot of ground in 2 laps. The 07 still under fire. He's going to go off into 3 and 4. Can he make one more full circuit? I feel like even if he could get to this point out of fuel, he'd be okay. He'd coast the rest of the way. White flag. This 07 goes silent on corner entry. It's under 6 seconds now. The 07 has fire. I think he's good. I think he's going to pick up the win. He could run out of fuel right here, and he still is going to get there first. Through 3 and 4 on the high side. And for the second time this season, Wansing's going to win the long run. Wansing goes to victory lane. Robinson will come home second, a podium. Win and a podium to finish out the season for Robinson. Garrett Boyd off of turn 4. He's going to finish third tonight. And your series champion coming home in 4th, Adam Vinny. Kevin Spaulding 5th, Mike Forstner 6th, Austin D'Amour 7th, Dean Gagliano 8th, Doyle Lawrence with a great run all night long until that last pit stop. He comes home 9th, then Larry Moody, Scott King, Jay Schaff, Scott Thomason, and Reed Rundle. Your third place finisher, Garrett Boyd. Matt Robinson in second. Garrett Boyd. Or I'm sorry, Seth Wansing, your winner. And then I don't know where there goes Mr. Vinny. There's your champion, folks. There's your points champion right there. Picked it all up this season. I'm not going to get a better picture than that of him. Third place. Let's get our, whatchamacallits turned on here. Second place finisher. And this guy right here. Mr. Wansing picking up his win. Homestead, Phoenix. Great racing. All season long. Fantastic. And then this guy over here. Your series champion, Adam Vinny, in the 64. These guys did some great racing all season long. Very few cautions. No drama. Changed the format on them mid-season. Saw a great race at the road course. Saw great racing at every track. Short tracks, the big tracks, the mile tracks, mile and a halfers. So next season they're going to get a steady dose of the same again. A couple of small tweaks here and there to some things that the league is doing. And we'll re-rack it and see if they can get it going again. But a fine way to start things off. I want to give my thanks to all the drivers for a whole great season. Next season, we're going to try to do the shows more often live. We're still working on trying to find us a broadcaster. But you never know. Things happen. They happen quickly. So right now there is no one, but that could change by tomorrow. It could change by the middle of the week. And we got 3 or 4 weeks until we come back again. Keep your eyes out on our page, on Facebook especially, because we are going to make announcements whenever the schedules come out. And then Dirt Slingers has their fan page on Facebook as well. Their website, dirtslingersracing.com. And anywhere else that we are affiliated with, we'll get the schedules, and you'll see what's going to happen in 2026. Thank you guys for coming in tonight and watching the season finale. We've had a lot of fun. We've had to broadcast most of the races off of replays. We didn't get them all in just because of time constraints, but we still had a great time doing it. I hope to find somebody to come cover these races so that I could actually get back in the cockpit again. But if we don't, we don't. We'll see what happens. New series coming next season as well, so make sure you watch out for that. But thank you for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do it without the awesome leagues giving us great racing. Like you saw again here tonight, on a Sunday even. There's nothing to cover, so a high five and a pat on the back all the way around. Till we see you guys again, peace and love to everybody. Come back and see us tomorrow night. Otherwise,